How we doing today, guys? Here with another vinyl update. I know it's been a minute. Sorry, I've been busy. Around this time of year, that's how it gets. I know everyone is the same way. Uh, Trying to get this camera to stay still. I got a few vinyl to go for an update. A couple of CDs. Uh, Let me just grab a few right off the top of my head. I don't think I've showed off yet. Bear with me. Sorry. I thought that I had all this together, but I guess I didn't. A lot of these are unopened because sometimes I just choose to leave things that if I can listen to on YouTube, leave them unopened. We'll start out with CDs first. Here's a band from my local area. I got this again from one of the people I talk about in my videos, Akeem. This is Winter's Burden with their 4 song, I'd say, sampler EP. It's female fronted, kind of around the lines of an Arch Enemy, just not as powerful. I listened to all of them, and I give it maybe a 4 out of 10. This is the first thing they've released. I hope it's better. I know they're playing coming up in my area. Uh, Songs on this are Wasting Away, Gourd, RPG, and let's see, Desirable Disaster. Uh, like I said, I rated it, like I said, 3, 4 out of 10, hoping that they get better because that's killer artwork. Just look at that. Next up, we have an old band. This released from 1994 on Dutch East India Trading and Dark Empire. This is Bowel with Rotten Flesh, or Rotten Fecal Duct. My bad. Uh, Construction, Boot Stomp, Barbecution, Rotten Fecal Duct, Hacked Humans, Sadistic Sodomizer, Tool, Tool Shed, Tool, Tool Shed, Decapitation and Mutilation, McDonald's Massacre, and Enema Abortion. They're really good old school death metal. Front, back, not open. So, and I can't find this one on YouTube, but I've listened to them in the past and I know they're really, really good. Here's one, and Carry On Into the Exposed Abyss. It's 6 songs, put out by United Guttural Records, which does things like who puts out such acts as Devourment, Malignancy. I even think there was a few Mortician in there, but I give this one. I'd say here's the front, back. I give this one 5.5 out of 10. Best songs on here are Darkest City and Untangled from the Flesh. Next up, I don't have the booklet for this, but I was so happy to get my hands on it. It's the 1990, I think this is 1994 or 96, but it was put out in USA by Relapse, in Germany by Morbid, in Spain by Repulse, in Canada by Sepultura and Cargo, Australia by Sonic Corporation. Excuse me, sorry guys. Japan on Obliteration, Holland on Displaced, and Holy. This is the Hemdale and Exhumed split. Uh, One of the, I think, pretty sure this is one of the very first things that they put out in the name of gore. Um, I don't really care for Hemdale, but the Exhumed side is awesome. It's got Bonefucker, The Naked or the Dead, Necro, Transvestite, Disdain, Disgust, and Debauched. Uh, Horderous Member Disembowelment, uh, Torso, Dissecting the Created Omentum, and song Death Metal. Uh, if you haven't heard it, I'd give it a, again, I'd give it a whirl, but I'd rate that one a 5 out of 10. Here's one, Internal Bleeding. Absolutely love this album. This is Onward to Mecca. Here's the front of it, back of it. Favorite songs of this are Infidel, Far Above You, and This Day I Fight. Love it. And they just played Sick Shit Fest in my area. Next up, Unopened, Cattle Decapitation. Of Of course, I've been on that cattle decapitation rampage. I've got some more cattle stuff coming up in this update in the vinyl selection, but this is a 10 out of 10 album. Uh, Everything on it is amazing. The Carbon Stampede, Dead Set on Suicide, a living, breathing piece of defecting meat, forced gender reassignment, gristle liquor, projectile ovulation, life stalker, do not resuscitate, you're disposable, the monolith, and kingdom of tyrants. Favorite songs on this are, of course, forced gender reassignment and your disposal, the monolith, and king of tyrants. Again, 10 out of 10. Here is Embryonic Devourment with Reptilian Agenda. This I rate a 7 out of 10. Front, back. Even though they're kind of, they are death. They're on the lines of slam, death metal, but it's put out by Dead Send, and I'm pretty sure most of the songs that they talk about are like David Icke things, like the Reptilians and everything around those lines. But favorite songs of this are "Suffer the Seas of Gore," "Whistle the Rich Dine," and "Masonic Angel Dust." If you have a chance, check it out. Here's another really good one. This is Gutted Alive's Consumed by Carnage. Front, back. Uh, I rate this one 6 out of 10. Headless Love Slave is an amazing song. Gorging on Gray Matter and Human Decemberline. Again, check it out if you have a chance. Here's another local band. I didn't think I'd ever find a CD. It's still in the package. Recreation. They were around for a while. This came out in 2004. It's self-released. I would say that even though, because again, I've seen them live multiple times, but I would say the best songs on this are Idol Worship, Laid to Rest, Master of Chaos, and Right Way Out. 11 songs on it. Pretty good. If you can find it, listen to it. Here's one of the last ones. It's uh, Corporophemia, ab- Abhorogenesis. Uh, this is put out by CDN Records. It's 2016 release. Front of it, back of it. Got some pretty killer artwork. Favorite songs off this are Hour of the Witch and Consumes Us All, and Offering amongst Ones, and I Am Free. So check that out. Now on to the vinyl. Uh, Stuff I've picked up. It's a mixture of everything. As my good friend Corey has told you all, my music's very diverse. So here is Counting Crows, August and Everything After. This is the crazy, expensive version of it. It's got all of, some of, I'd say mostly all of their best songs. Round Here, Omaha, Mr. Jones, Perfect Blue Buildings, Anna Begins, Time and Time Again, Rain King, Sullivan Street, Ghost Train, Raining in Baltimore, and A Murder is One. Let me just try to. 1 second. That there, it's kind of hard to do this and. Here's the gatefold lyrics over here. There, pretty sure. Yeah, just on black vinyl. Nice photo of the guys. Next up, we have Pathology with Legacy of the Ancients. Front, back. I think these guys are amazing. I give these guys a 10 out of 10. Favorite songs on this are Afterlife, Tower of Babel, Legacy of the Ancients, and Among Giants, or yeah, Saturn Brotherhood. But again, I think this whole album is amazing. Pretty sure that this one's a colored one. Yeah, this is a special release of the Green Vomit. Next up, we have Weezer with Ratitude. I picked this up because I like the song Can't Stop Partying. It's on black vinyl. No gatefold. Front of it. Back of it. Yeah, the song Can't Stop Partying with Lil Wayne, I think that was a pretty good song. I hadn't listened or cared for Weezer since they had put out Hash Pipe. Going back a little bit farther again, we have the 180 gram Audiophile Quality by Palays, Nirvana. I know everybody's listened or at least heard of Nirvana. Pretty sure that this is just on black, but yeah, black. No one really needs to say anything. If you haven't listened to this or even heard of them, there's something extremely wrong with you. Opeth, Damnation, one of my favorite acoustic albums ever. No gatefold, so no reason to take it out. Here's the front, here's the back. Yeah, favorite song on this, well, my favorite song off this is Window Pane, and also one of my favorite Opeth songs ever. In Time of Need, Death Whispered, A Lullaby, Closure, Hope Leaves, To Rid the Disease, Ending Credits, and Weakness. Put out 2003 by Music on Vinyl and Sony. Getting into the death metal, Vital Remains first album, their first full length at least. Yeah, Let Us Pray. That's back when they had Jeff Gruslin on vocals and Paul Flynn on lead guitar. You know, they're so much better now. I hate to say it with Glenn Benton, and when they had, oh man, what's his name? Kenzo Suzuki, one of the best guitarists ever. Here's Cattle Decapitation, To Serve Men. Gatefold. And the pink. Very beautiful. Very beautiful, I think. I've been getting into a lot of Cattle Decapitation lately, listening to them nonstop. Favorite songs off this are Testicular Manslaughter, I Ate Your Skin, Everyone Deserves to Die, To Serve Men, Dead Man, and Chunk Blower. I give this a 10 out of 10. I know a lot of people say that this is their least favorite Cattle album. It's probably my third favorite. Then up next, I've got the very special, limited, etched version of the Anthropocene Extinction. There's no words really for this besides the best album of last year, and still to me, it's still going as one of my favorite albums. It's climbed up the charts for me. Here is the gatefold, amazing gatefold lyrics on this side, and you can see the guys on this side. A bunch of people have showed this off, but I know that it hasn't been seen in a while. I haven't seen anybody new have it, at least. I'm only going to take out the one that has the etching on it. Here's the etching of him throwing the world in the trash can, and the gold and blue. And favorite songs off this are Prophets of Lost, Clandestine Ways, Crocodile Rot. Speaking of Crocodile Rot, I have just seen that it's finally made its way over here in the U.S., and all I gotta say is for people that do have a problem with drugs and they have a problem with opiates or choosing to do heroin, you're not going to know what you're getting anymore. I suggest you stop before you're also added to that list of the people that are no longer here with us. That's going to be my vinyl update for today. And hopefully I'll be doing some more soon. I'm supposed to go to the vinyl store, pick up 2 albums that I have waiting for me. Alright, you guys, well, thank you for watching and have a good day.